You're walking through a forest, and suddenly, everything goes quiet. The birds stop singing. The insects fall silent. The rustling in the bushes stops. You feel it before you see it. Primal awareness that you are being watched. But here is the question you've never asked. What if that silence isn't fear of you? What if it's fear of you? What if every creature in that forest, from the smallest mouse to the largest predator, knows something about you that you don't even know about yourself? The answer will make you see your own species differently. It will make you see your own reflection differently. And once you hear it, you will never walk through a forest the same way again. Because the truth is this: you are the most terrifying predator that has ever walked this planet. And every animal on Earth knows it. In 2023, a team of researchers led by biologist Liana Zanette from Western University in Canada published a study that shattered everything we thought we knew about the animal kingdom. They set up hidden camera speaker systems at waterholes in South Africa's Greater Kruger National Park, home to one of the largest remaining lion populations on Earth. They wanted to know, what are animals most afraid of? They played different sounds: lion snarls and growls, gunshots, barking dogs, and the sound of human voices speaking calmly. Not screaming, not shouting, just talking. And the results were staggering. Animals were twice as likely to flee from the sound of a human voice as they were from a lion. They abandoned waterholes 40% faster. Giraffes, leopards, hyenas, zebras, elephants, rhinos. Every single one of them, from the smallest antelope to the largest mammal on land, was more terrified of you than of the king of beasts. In fact, 95% of species reacted with more fear to humans than to lions. Let that sink in. A leopard, after successfully hunting an impala, drags its kill to a waterhole. Before it can eat, a human voice begins speaking calmly. The leopard drops its hard-earned meal and runs. It abandoned its lunch. For you. Lead researcher Liana Zanette said she was surprised by the magnitude of the response. Lions should be the scariest thing out there, she said. But humans were much scarier. It shows we really are terrifying to animals. Why? Why does a creature that evolved alongside lions for millions of years, that knows the sound of a lion's growl means death, fear you more? The answer is evolutionary, and it is brutal. You see, animals don't just fear predators that are bigger or stronger than them. They fear predators that are deadlier. And by every measurable metric, humans are the deadliest predators on the planet. Global surveys show that humans kill prey at far higher rates than any other predator. We kill large carnivores like wolves at an average of 9 times the rate they die naturally. We are not just another predator. We are a super predator. A species so lethal that even apex predators have learned to fear us. But it's not just about how many we kill. It's how we kill. Other predators hunt with claws and teeth. They are fast, but they are predictable. They have limits. Humans, on the other hand, hunt with tools, with weapons that kill from a distance, with strategies that have been refined over hundreds of thousands of years. We are persistence hunters. We can outlast almost any animal on the planet. We can throw spears with deadly accuracy. We can set traps. We can coordinate in groups. We are not just dangerous. We are unpredictably dangerous. And animals have learned this, not through conscious thought, through evolution, through thousands of generations of being hunted, killed, and displaced by humans. The fear is written into their DNA. But here is the truly terrifying part. It's not just what we do, it's what we are. Michael Clinchy, a conservation biologist at Western University and co-author of the study, explained it simply: animals fear us because we are super lethal. Even in areas where humans don't hunt, even in protected reserves, even where laws protect wildlife, the fear remains. Animals in areas exposed to lethal humans tend to be more vigilant and spend less time foraging. But even non-lethal human presence changes their behavior. They become less active during the day, more active at night. They avoid areas where humans are present, even if we pose no direct threat. This is what scientists call a landscape of fear. and it has cascading effects down the entire food chain. When prey animals are constantly afraid, they spend less time eating. They spend less time reproducing. They move differently through their environment. This changes ecosystems. It changes the behavior of other predators. It changes everything. Fear of humans, Zanet said, really adds a new dimension to the worldwide environmental impacts that humans might be having. Think about what that means. Your existence alone, not your actions, not your intentions, just your presence, is enough to send an entire ecosystem into a state of chronic fear. The sound of your voice, speaking calmly, is more terrifying to a giraffe than the roar of a lion. The simple act of you walking through a forest creates a ripple of panic that affects everything from the smallest rodent to the largest herbivore. You are not just a part of nature. You are nature's greatest fear. And here is the counterintuitive twist that will keep you up tonight. Animals don't fear us because we are cruel. They don't fear us because we are evil. They fear us because, for the vast majority of our history, we had to be terrifying to survive. Think about early humans. We were not the biggest. We were not the fastest. We were not the strongest. We had no claws, no fangs, no thick hide. We were, by all accounts, a weak, vulnerable ape. So how did we survive? How did we become the dominant species on the planet? We became scary. We learned to hunt in coordinated groups. We learned to use tools to kill from a distance. We learned to track animals for days until they collapsed from exhaustion. We learned to use fire. We learned to set traps. And perhaps most importantly, we learned to retaliate. If an animal attacked a human, the tribe would hunt it down. Not for food, for revenge. We turned fear, grief, memory, and group retaliation into one of the most terrifying survival strategies in the animal kingdom. We were not scary because we were fearless. We were scary because we were scared. Because we knew that if we didn't dominate, we would be dominated. And over thousands of generations, that strategy worked. Too well. We became so effective at killing that we removed ourselves from the food chain entirely. We became the apex predator of apex predators. The only species on Earth that other species fear more than death itself. So what does this mean for you? It means that when you walk through a forest and everything goes quiet, it's not a coincidence. It's not a mystery. It's an ancient, primal recognition. Every animal in that forest knows exactly what you are. They know it in their bones. They know it in their DNA. They know it because their ancestors learned it the hard way, through generations of being hunted, killed, and outsmarted by creatures that look just like you. They don't see you as a tourist. They don't see you as a nature lover. They see you as the thing that ended the reign of the lion. The thing that made the king of beasts afraid. You are the monster in their nightmares. The silent predator. The voice that means death. And the most unsettling part? They are right. Because somewhere, deep in your evolutionary past, you carry the legacy of that terror. You carry the instincts of a hunter. The memory of a predator. The capacity for violence that made your ancestors the most successful killers on the planet. You are not just a human being. You are a super predator. And every animal on Earth knows it. The birds know it. The insects know it. The rustling in the